Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. I wanted to shoot this video to highlight a recent comic book haul I just got in the mail. So a lot of these just came today. A few of them came over the weekend. And I will be shooting another video tomorrow on highlighting new comic books coming out for next Wednesday. So let's jump into it. I'll flip the camera around just so it's easier to display the books. But I'm trying to show myself on camera a little bit more, see if that helps a little bit. I'm up to about 275 subscribers, so not too bad. Hoping to get to 1,000 at some point. There's a lot of YouTube channels out there, and I really appreciate everybody who watches my videos and supports my channel. Thank you very much for doing that. So let's jump into it here with some books that I picked up here recently and some comments that I have on that. All right. Thanks, guys. Hold on a second. All right. Let me adjust the camera here a little bit. All right. So one of the books I've been trying to track down a lot of the variants for is the series Black Hammer. I've talked about that series quite a bit. Jeff Lemire, one of my favorite writers, he does a great job on that title. He's got some spin-offs from it now, so it's doing quite well in the aftermarket. So these B covers are kind of difficult to find. So there is number 9, the B cover. It took me about a month to find this. All my local shops didn't have any back issues, and if they did, they certainly didn't have the B covers. eBay, it was tough. I mean, I finally found an eBay seller that had this for sale by itself. I think I paid about 15 bucks for it. So as soon as this thing was listed, I jumped on it and bought it, and there hasn't been another one listed since. So this is a tough issue to find. I mean, I've been after a lot of these back issues, and this is the first one I've been able to find. I've seen some listings where there may have been one of these in a full run, but obviously you'd have to buy all the books, which I already have most of them. I'm just trying to complete the run a little bit. So I think I still have number 5 B cover to track down, and I think maybe number 7. So I think I only have like 2 left. So I'm getting there. So this definitely was a nice find for me. 15 bucks was worth it for me to find. It's difficult. I think a lot of these Black Hammer books long term could be really, really good to own and go up a lot more in value. So just my opinion on that, especially when supposedly the TV series gets made and that's issued. That'll bring even more heat to these books. So and if you just love great comics, I just think they're worth buying just for that reason, not just because they're doing a TV show or something like that. So yeah, so this is a cool cover, B cover of issue number 9 of Black Hammer. Another book I picked up, which I heard some people comment that it's a really good book. The writing on it's awesome. It's by Boom Studios. Black Badge number 1. I think this is a 1 in 10, if I'm not mistaken, of the first issue. So it's not the A cover. It's a little harder to find. I think this was selling consistently $10 to $15 online. I think I paid around 10 bucks for it, maybe a little less. So yeah, I haven't read it yet. I just got it in the mail today, so I'm looking forward to reading it and seeing if it's as good as everybody says it is. So, and obviously if it's really good, I'll go back and track down some of the other issues. I think it's up to issue 5 or 6 now. So I may be tracking down some more issues of this if I find it to be pretty good. So we'll see. Another one I picked up, this is an oldie. I think it's 2011, 2012 maybe. This is Captain Marvel number 1. So I don't know how many times Captain Marvel has been rebooted. I think 8 or 9 times. So this might be volume 5 or 6, I think. What I like about it, it's an Alex Ross cover. I like that it's on a white a white background. It's in really, really good shape. I've seen this book sell on eBay, $15, $20, $25. I got this for like, man, I think I got this for like $5, $5 or $6. It was really, really good deal. Yeah, I think it was on eBay, I believe, or must have been. I think it was an online website actually, where I got it. I couldn't believe the deal on it because I've been kind of looking at it and seeing, where I could find this, and eBay was consistently like $15, $20, $25 for this book, but I got this for like $5. So really cool Alex Ross cover. I like it. Haven't read it yet. I don't think it's anything spectacular. There's no first appearance or anything like that. It was just sort of a cover buy from me, and I got a good deal on it. So I'll take an Alex Ross cover anytime at a good price. All right. Next on the list here is Guardians of the Galaxy. This is number 1. They've rebooted this. New team. You got Donny Cates as the writer. I think Jeff Shaw is the interior artist on it. I think so. This is the Ribic cover, Esad Ribic. He's one of my favorite artists. And this is a 1:50 ratio variant. I got a really good deal on this. I found this on an auction, which is really rare to find a pre-sale, pre-ordered book on an auction. I got this for $13 shipped, which is amazing. $13. This is easily a $30 to $40 book, easily, based on the ratio of a 1:50. So really happy to find that. I'm a big Esad Ribic fan, so yeah, I just couldn't believe I got such a great deal. It's one of those things where the auction was ending late at night. No one was bidding. I couldn't believe no one was bidding for this. So I feel like I stole it for $13. Phenomenal. All right, another book I picked up. There's been some, I think this was on one of the videos. I don't know if it was CBSI had highlighted it, but there's a first appearance in here, issue 32 of Doctor Strange. I'm not too sure who the character is. I should have looked this up, but maybe you guys can help me out in the comments. I know there's a first appearance in this issue, I think 31 and 32. This might be the first full appearance. Maybe the cameo was in 31. So help me out if I'm wrong on that. But I found this on an online website, really, really good shape. I think it was advertised as very fine condition. As I looked at the book, I mean, this is, I would say near mint minus. I mean, 9.2, 9.4 easy. So I would say maybe even a 9.4. I mean, no spine ticks, edges are really sharp, no stresses, no stress to the book at all. Really, really nice shape for pretty cheap money too. I think I only paid like $4 or $5 for this, so really nice deal. And then I also picked up number 43. I think there's also a first appearance. Maybe it's Shadow Queen. Yeah, I think it's Shadow Queen first appearance. Number 43. Also got that. It was advertised as very fine. And as I look at this book, same thing. I mean, it's near mint minus at worst, in my opinion. I mean, it's just beautiful. No spine ticks. All 4 edges are really sharp. Maybe a little uneven. I don't know. A lot. That's probably printing error. I wouldn't say that that's, it wasn't cut or anything. It's just a lot of these books back then, Marvel books had kind of uneven tops to them, just the way they were printed. So yeah, a really nice deal on that. Doctor Strange 32 and 43. All right. These next few books are store exclusives, so I don't buy a lot of store exclusives anymore. I've been very limited on these, but I kind of couldn't pass these up. So I will buy them on occasion, if I if I'm really into the cover. I certainly don't care if these ever go up in value. I think I've stressed that before on my channel, that a lot of these store exclusives don't go up in value. So, don't expect them to. So I didn't buy them for investment. I just bought them because I love the artist. I love the covers, and I don't really care if they're worth anything. I just bought it because I like it. So to each his own on that, right? So the first one I got was, and I ordered this, I'm going to say I bought this back in September. It was a New York Comic Con exclusive. It's Red Sonja number 20. This is done by Perillo. And I just love the cover. I just thought, man, this is beautiful. And Perillo is getting a lot more attention now. I think back in September, he was not that popular. He wasn't that well known. Now, in the last few months, you know, he's doing some covers now for Batman Who Laughs. You know, he's definitely increased in value, I think, as far as his notoriety. So this is Red Sonja number 20. It was a store exclusive. I believe Scott's Comics was the one that had the rights to this. I didn't buy it through Scott's Comics. I bought it through a website called Mutant Beaver. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mutant Beaver. I will promote the hell out of them because I've had great experiences with them. And my contact there is a guy named Patrick Green. So I will plug him. I think if you buy anything from them, they do a great job of making sure it's fulfilled. You know, if there's any problems or issues with shipping or whatever, they email you right away. So Patrick's the guy I deal with there at Mutant Beaver. He's awesome, and I really love their website. You know, they have a lot of really cool, unique things, unique store exclusives. Back issue stuff is really good too. So, you know, I wish I lived in Canada because I do have to pay a little higher postage rate because I'm in the U.S. But you know, Jim's Comics, I think, has used them before. From what I know, he likes them. And he lives in Canada, so it's probably a good deal for him to buy things from their site. So check them out, mutantbeaver.com. The other thing I bought from Mutant Beaver was they had an exclusive on Conan number 1. This is the sketch variant by Zaffino. So I'm a big Zaffino fan. Most of you who follow my channel probably know that. I talk about him a lot. I'll pretty much buy every cover that he does. As far as I know, he only does covers. As far as I know, I don't know if he's doing any interior artwork anytime soon, but you know, he's a pretty hot artist. I love his style. It's gritty, and I think for Conan, it's perfect. So I'm kind of hoping he does more Conan covers because I think he's just, I don't know, he's awesome. It kind of has that, you know, Frazetta grittiness that Frazetta had a little bit. You know, Frazetta was a little bit more refined, maybe, more, you know, had more realism to his artwork. But Zaffino is just awesome. I love his artwork. And this is the black and white sketch. There's only 500 of these made, so it does come with a certificate of authenticity. I think this was number 409 out of 500. So it is a numbered book. And then there's also a color virgin variant. So these are both virgin covers, but there's also a color version that's limited to 1,000. I think this was like 890 out of 1,000. So yeah, it's pretty cool that they both come with certificates of authenticity. I just love this cover. I also have the regular 1 in 25 variant on this book too. So I basically have 3 of these covers, and I've got all of them now. So anything Zaffino does, I try to buy. And this was one that I just love. Couldn't wait to buy it. The last book I got for free. This is how much I love Mutant Beaver. I think because there was a little delay on getting that Red Sonja book, I guess they kind of felt bad, so they threw in a freebie. They gave me this Adi Granov cover. It's a 1 in 50. So it's not like they were giving me a couple dollars. I mean, this is, I'm pretty sure this is like a $20, $25 book. And it's selling below ratio, right? Ratio on a 1 in 50 book is normally around $40. So, you know, pretty cool cover, Adi Granov. Thank you very much, Mutant Beaver, Patrick Green. Very, very nice of you to do that. So that's kind of what I had for my comic book haul for today. I will be shooting a video tomorrow highlighting new comic books that are coming out the following week. I don't think I'll have another comic book haul to highlight unless I get something in the mail tomorrow. I don't think I have anything coming, but if I do, I'll also highlight that. So look for that video tomorrow, guys. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments section. Please, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, hit the bell for notifications. And I would love to hear your comments, what you thought of these books. You know, tell me if you like them or not, or you know what you generally think about some of these comic series that I've highlighted. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.